You've only been here a couple of days and we've already turned you grey, mate.
It's just the wind. Everywhere I'm cutting, the wind turns round and gets me the other way.
So it's not Terry?
I think it's his Teddy. I think he puts a fan somewhere near me, so every time I'm cutting, it blows at me.
He's turning me grey slowly but surely, but no, it's good. And like I say, we're at this one now, so this one needs a lot more work in terms of the rendering, rebuilding. I think it was in a lot worse state than that one.
Oh yeah, this one was a far worse.
So we've had to rebuild the ends, obviously where the drain is. We've had to redo the other end where the water inlet is as well. So we've had to kind of do a lot more building. Half of this side had completely gone as well on the inside, so we've had to rebuild that up. And that's just to get to the point where we can put the blocks on and start cutting them so that we know how it's going to look. So Graham's been on with cutting blocks. I'm on with rendering and rebuilding. And I don't think it's looking too bad, mate.
No, it's working all right. It's working all right. It's a nice shape. We've had the drone up and it looks good, so
get the drone back up again.
That's it.
See what it looks like.
Let's carry on and get cracking.
Yeah, I like to say, a couple of days this is going to look, when we get all the rendering done, I think middle of next week. Yeah. These will be pretty much ready to dig out the insides and start rendering the insides. So yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy. I think it does look like the weather's about to set in, mate. So I want to get as much of this done today as we can. So let's crack on.
Yes.
Let's
go.
Just you wait to listen for the storm. Hear the difference in the wind. When dark clouds form and start to turn, I'll run again. Far away when the hurricane comes. Well, I'm the only island in the way, but I was born to fight the wind and rain. Sometimes a man will keep himself in shame, mask a painful past he overcame. Oh yes, oh. Well, you've been steady, building steam like a thunderhead, armed and ready with the lies you overheard. Well, strike me down like a lightning in the dark, deliver me the fate I must deserve. Oh, don't you? I just wait and listen for the storm. You can hear the difference in the wind. When the dark clouds form and start to turn, I'll run again. Far away when the hurricane comes in. When the dark clouds form and start to turn, I'll run again. Far away when the hurricane, oh, that old hurricane comes.
Well, the next job that I need to crack on with is picture frames. Now, I've been picking these up for quite a while from Vide Greniers and Brocons and stuff like that. Whenever I see a nice frame and at a good price, I'll pick it up just because they're so hard to come by at a good price. 9 times out of 10 though, obviously when you're getting them so cheap, they need a lot of work. So this one's not too bad. It's only missing a section here, which I'll be able to replace. But I've got quite a few lined up. So I've got a bit of a production line here of all frames that need sorting out. Now, all of them need sort of building up with plaster work, and obviously the patina and the gold needs obviously redoing on them. So what I'll be doing, a lot of them you'd have seen in previous videos, especially with the big frame, Mr. Mustache. I've been creating the decorative trim that was missing on the end. So now all that's in place, I've got the last little bits to go on, and I can start getting the first coat of paint on just to give it a uniform colour. And then we'll be able to start going over with the gilding just to obviously get it looking the best we possibly can. And then after that, I've got the frames for the wood room and for the blue room. I've got 2 for each of them, and they'll need a bit of work. So we'll need to touch up some of the woodwork on there. So I've got all my acrylic paints, and then we can go over with the wax to give it a nice sheen, which we're going to go with the Gilboys, because obviously we love the Gilboys wax, especially the rose gold. Just gives a beautiful finish on it. And then after that, we've got our little Would You Bend patina wax, just to give it a bit more age and just so it's a bit more in keeping with the style of the room that we're wanting. You'll be able to see as well, Mum's working alongside me, so she's in here cracking on with the curtains for the hallway in the 401 suite with that beautiful green fabric. And she's got a bit of a challenge with that tassel trim. So a lot of yous obviously were completely against the tassel trim, but just bear with us. Obviously, we haven't made that many bad decisions yet with obviously the decor and stuff like that. So just hold out till it's finished and see how that comes along, because it will work and it will look spectacular. So I'm going to crack on with these. Mum's going to crack on with the curtains, and Ash and Graham are cracking on outside. So we better get on.
what a difference a day makes. So we've obviously been working on these for the last few days, and I genuinely, from a pile of rocks to looking like this now, it is unbelievable. Now, it was tricky because this obviously is a pile of rocks, and we've had to try and level all these out. So we've done a great job. Paisley agrees. She's down there and she loves it. She's quite happy. She won't be happy when it's full of water, but you know, she's happy for now. So there's still lots of work to do on them, but just seeing these on, the difference that it's made, it's unbelievable. And like I say, to get them to a nice level, and people are going to be able to sit on these and enjoy just sitting around the fountain and stuff. We will have nice walkways and that around here. So just to see this like this, I'm over the moon. So me and Graham got this done. I need to do a bit more on this. This has to be rendered in up to here just so it doesn't look unfinished and untidy like it does right now. But we'll get that one done first, then we can probably do it all in a one and get it all done. But really happy with the progress, really happy with how it's turning out. Again, when you see this from the air, I seen it from the air with the drone quickly, I couldn't wipe the smile off my face to see these come back to life, and I can't wait to have the fountains in now. So again, more work to do with that. Get some soil out, cement in, rebar in, render all the insides flat, and then seal it all so that we can have fountains. But how good's this going to be? Like I said, to see these, obviously we have Karen and Shane coming in the next few weeks, which is going to start the majority of the works out here. Start to lay it out so you'll get an idea of the plans, because even right now we haven't got a concrete plan in place in terms of how this is all going to look. We know that there's going to be a road up through the middle and up down the sides. So that'll be that. So there'll be likely borders and stuff going in, and then we can start talking about all the different stuff. But it's a really exciting time, and again, I'm outside, so I'm always happy if I'm outside. But for now, me and Graham are going to go and crack on with that. Let's get working.
Well, they look fantastic, Mum.
They've gone really well, haven't they?
Yeah.
They look lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've gone really well. The colour and everything about them, the style and colour and everything. For this room, it looks spot on.
For this room, they
Yeah.
are absolutely stunning. So
Yeah.
the fabric, obviously that we just happened to get, has turned out amazing.
Yeah.
And the trim that everyone was concerned about, now it's on and you can see it in the proper light.
Yeah.
Because in the previous video, it didn't come across on camera, where
No.
here you can actually see now the gold and the green coming through
Yeah,
it.
we knew as soon as we seen it on the TV, the colour difference to here is completely different on the
camera.
on the camera to here, but they do blend well. They're a nice little size as well. They're like just petite, so
Yeah.
I think they look lovely. I think the colours they were a bit of a bugger to get on, but
Well, the problem was we made the mistake saying, "Oh, these are the easiest curtain," because the fabric for both of them was a 280 wide, so it was literally put them together, cut them in half,
Yeah.
stitch them.
and
Done.
job done.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I thought.
yeah, that's what we thought. And because they were so easy, we weren't concentrating,
No.
and there was a lot of
Swear words.
yeah, because the trim got put on the wrong way. It kept on going.
It was just because it's so small. It was just so difficult to sew.
Yeah, so I think the easiest curtains
yeah.
that we've done, or you've done,
Were the more difficult.
were the most difficult ones.
Yeah.
So tie backs that we've got, they're
Yeah.
just literally just ones to...
Yeah, we've just found them now. It was just to dress the window, really, wasn't it? Just to see how they looked and how these looked, which
Yeah.
I think these look fantastic.
Yeah, so we've got quite a lot of these through the 401 suite,
Yeah.
and they've just worked fantastic. We're just waiting to get some nice chunky gold tie backs.
Yeah.
These were just temporary ones, just so we've got sink in.
Yeah, just to see what it looked like, and I think it's really worked out well. And I think putting the little chair there is lovely.
Definitely.
Once you recover that,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that'll
yeah.
look lovely.
I was in two minds because this I wanted as Louis XVI style, and obviously the sofa's Louis XV. But to be honest,
I think just a little bit of mix and match doesn't go bad, does it? It's
yeah,
fine.
I'm getting a bit lax with it now. You know,
No,
I
come to
can mix the
end.
styles. It's not too much of a problem. It just fits perfectly,
Yeah,
and it is
yeah.
beautiful.
It's just
So,
once that's recovered, and it's so nice in there, isn't it?
yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't take up a lot of space, you know. So yeah, this is just about
Just well done.
complete.
Yeah, and Ash and Graham have been busy outside, so they've got
Yeah.
one completed, and they're just
Yeah.
on with the second one.
Yeah,
And we've been busy in the
blue room.
blue room.
You've been busy, very
Yeah.
busy, and very
Well, you've been busy as well.
yeah.
With, I don't think we've even shown,
No.
but curtains up in here.
Oh yeah, these are just about done. We've just been talking about the pelmet, haven't we, and what design to do and everything else. So we're going to start that tomorrow. Now we've figured out a design.
Yes.
So that's going to be the next job.
And again, obviously these ones are just stunning. So we've got a little Louis XV style tie back. It's only tiny, but we're going to have big, chunky tie backs there for it.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they? They're on the way somewhere.
Yes. Somewhere in the world. But they're just looking fantastic getting these curtains in. And the little tassel trim on these ends, again, we were unsure about, but just for this room.
When the sun shines on them,
Yeah.
they're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah,
The
'cause it
little,
casts-
yeah, all the little like little rainbows all over.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
And I've been busy with many picture frames.
Yeah.
As
It's like
usual.
a little production line up down there, isn't it? You've
It
got
was.
about 5 or 6 down there, I think.
Yeah, just working on one, and then when
Yeah.
that one's ready, working on another one.
Yeah.
And so you can see here that we've got them in place.
Yeah.
Now, we just think they look amazing, don't they?
I love them. I love them because of as you said, because the brown's bringing all the wood out now. So it's not all blue and gold. You're
Yeah.
starting to draw some of the wood out and add that to it.
Yeah. Just spread it around the room. Obviously, we've got
It looks lovely.
the wardrobe, the bed, and then we've got the dresser and the picture frames,
Yeah.
and they just look beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, I know people are going to be screaming, saying about the pictures. I do love the pictures. We're not going to be keeping them, so don't worry. We are going to be having floral prints in them, but they're just getting created, so we'll wait until they're done and then we can change them over. But we just needed the frames in place just to finish it off and fill the walls.
Absolutely, yeah. Just to make sure they're all right. Yeah, I think they'll look nice with nice. What do you?
I think one we're having cornflower.
Cornflower, that's it. Yeah.
And I'm not too sure on the other one.
Yeah.
But just seeing them in place, obviously we've got all the patina on, so they all look nice and aged with our mouldings. And they've just come out so well.
Fantastic. I mean, they were pretty damaged. You wouldn't think they were the same picture frames, would you? Really?
No, from
How bad they
what we
were.
got, yeah.
Yeah.
And these are picked up. We were just talking about it a year ago. I bought these.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really pleased with them.
Good. You should be as well, because they look brilliant.
So, it's been a busy day, obviously getting the pitch frame sorted, getting all of the curtains done,
Yeah.
and obviously getting the fountains done.
Yeah.
So, hope you've enjoyed today's video, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye. If you'd like to be part of our journey and help restore the chateau, then please join us on Patreon, where you'll be part of our journey, receive a piece of the history, and get exclusive videos.